Hello. Would you have time to look into something for me?
Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. This is part 68 of my TOS era Tactical Officer. I am the Big B-82. I have to undertake the mission Takedown, which thank you to Commander Ethan Burgess I'm about to undertake. It's as if the Commander knew. So I shall let him talk us through the mission. I do my usual stream-related stuff.
The time has come to end the Vaadwaur threat to the Delta Quadrant. Our allies are assembling at the Jenolan Dyson Sphere to plan our assault on the Vaadwaur homeworld. You will serve as the battle commander for the assault. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you at the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. He will brief you and our allies on our strategy. Good hunting.
Yeah, strap in for a long mission. This one is not short. So, if you're watching this live, enjoy. If you're watching this back, well, get a cup of tea or coffee. Kick back, get some popcorn, and enjoy the ride.
Hello.
Let's begin the mission Takedown. We have arrived at the Jenolan Dyson Sphere system, so our orders are for you to bring down to the surface for the conference about to take place. Acknowledged. There's a lot of different ships here, sir. I hope that most of them are here to support the Alliance. Are you ready to beam down, sir? Yes, Tarsi, I am ready to beam down. Admiral Tuvok has requested to speak with you before the briefing, Captain. Not Captain, but yeah.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Where are the Alpha Quadrant representatives?
The Vaadwaur are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaadwaur forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaadwaur realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaadwaur Prime. The Vaadwaur believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaadwaur Prime itself.
Understood.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Thank you, Admiral. I'll talk to them. So, who's first? So, we got Neelix.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
What will they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you, Neelix.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract to the letter, and we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaadwaur will improve their long-term profits. The hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaadwaur try any tricks, the hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Thank you, Doctor.
Greetings. The hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your mutual beneficial agreement.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Maj Sessin, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
What will the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
I look forward to fighting by your side.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaadwaur.
I know the Cooperative numbers are few. What do they offer?
The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
Thank you, Seven.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaadwaur threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Understood. I'll talk to the representatives.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaadwaur. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
Support with your people is greatly appreciated. Is that the General?
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Thank you, Calax. The Alliance appreciates your support.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaadwaur was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
Support of your people is greatly appreciated. I'm going to talk to Tuvok.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Go ahead, Admiral.
The bulk of the Vaadwaur fleet has pulled back to Vaadwaur Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaadwaur, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Tuareg will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kabali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The Cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
Okay. Assault Vaadwaur Prime. Over my beam out.
The fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I am ready.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you? An excellent choice. The Kazon numbers should be a match for the frigates, and their lack of organization should not be too great of a hindrance.
Let's see what the Kazon can do.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
Tarsi, what's your take? Sensors indicate the Kazon are moving into position with the Vaadwaur on screen. So some of their ships appear to be Nistrum. We've been helped. It's Sessin. I should have known. On screen. Fools, do you really believe I would assist in your folly? My mother's murder will be avenged. Janeway didn't murder your mother, Sessin. Seska brought on her death herself. They were close to channel, sir. We're being held by the Rhode Island.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sessin has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Excellent work, Captain Kim. That's why they're here, isn't it? Okay then, Captain Kim.
What are your orders?
Remain here with the Horizon and coordinate cleanup efforts.
The Terrain fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure you treat our people first. Are you ready to proceed to Bravo front, sir? I am.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
Sending Neelix with the Hazari.
A sound tactical choice. The Hazari methods utilize one ship to reinforce the shields of another. Vaadwaur cruisers do not have the firepower to break through the reinforced shielding.
They don't stand a chance against the Hazari. So I'm detecting the Kazon warships warping in and they're hailing us on screen.
The Kazon Ogla will no longer stand by while the Melora and Nistrum sully our name with their treachery. I will make good on their false promises.
Frankly, Jar Carden, I'm surprised at your nobility, but I'm glad for your help. Die! So we must disable the satellite network to prevent the Vaadwaur from receiving surveillance data that may allow them to make up a counterattack. First we need to override the security measures on one of the satellites, then we can transmit a virus that will shut it down the entire network. Understood? Set course for a satellite.
First wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work, Captain. Keep up. Keep me appraised of your situation.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
Acknowledged.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Let's go to Charlie Front.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
Send in 7 with the cooperative.
An excellent strategy. The technology of the cooperative may be able to cause the larger ships to attack the smaller ones. Certainly the cooperative coordination and discipline will be more than a match for the tactical abilities of the Vaadwaur.
I have great faith in the cooperative. No spears. No diamonds or bloody. What are you holding out on me? So we must secure the orbital platforms here. We cannot afford to leave our rear flank exposed. Set course for an orbital platform. Orbital platform secure. So, how the Talaxians?
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
We secured the platforms. Please proceed with the transportation.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack.
Sending the doctor with the hierarchy.
A wise choice. The espionage and surveillance capabilities of the hierarchy should help us prepare for any surprises the Vaadwaur might have in store.
My thoughts exactly, Admiral. I have great confidence in the hierarchy. Yeah, got like those little potatoes. So we must disable the orbital repair platforms in this area. The Vaadwaur could repair their ships and allow them to re-enter the conflict. Platforms are networked together, so if we can access the recognition protocols, subroutines in any of the platforms, the change should propagate to the other platforms. Good idea. Set the course for platforms. The Benthans are hailing us again, sir, on screen. So we have broken through the ranks of the Vaadwaur defenders and they're falling back, but we have them contained. We anticipate being able to rendezvous with you at Echo Front shortly. Excellent work, Captain.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Catch Echo Front.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vaadwaur dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
We'll have to press on, even if it's alone.
Not quite alone. The Rojan have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of the cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
Wonderful, 7. We could use the help.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine. But you would not believe the amount of paperwork I had to fill out.
Fantastic, Doctor.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Hughes.
Indeed, Nilix, thank you.
I am impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, our captain announced our forces are
We have to fight. Captain, you're being held by the VS Warsaw on screen. How sad. I hoped you would put up more of a fight. Sorry to disappoint you.
Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is...
Never tell me the odds. What a wanker.
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
Excellent. I'm needed on the surface. Sir, Gore appears to have escaped to the surface to an escape pod. Well, thank you, Tamet. Thank you for figuring that one out. Must be all that Vulcan stuff, Vulcan knowledge in you. Gore was landed somewhere in this area. He must have gone into those tunnels. Let's follow him then. Can't beat her logic, can you? My logic is undeniable. That's a plasma-based weapon. Me one of those super Vaadwaur down here, I believe. There it is. He counts as a captain, by the way. Skill 1, your super Vaadwaur. Would you really want to stand there? Final round. Fight!
Welcome, my friends. You should have joined me when you had the chance. Your persistence is a credit to your race. But it is time for this sad story to end. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
It's over, Gaul. Surrender now. Save the lives of your remaining soldiers.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaadwaur Forces.
Can someone tell me where these drop pods are coming from?
Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course. But that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
A gracious offer, but I must decline.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
I feel only contempt for your delusions. Bluegill.
The Vaadwaur controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger. Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
I thought you needed to know. I took the liberty of scanning Gaul. He does not have a time. And I don't think he does.
What? That's impossible!
He must have run away a lot, doesn't he?
The Vaadwaur Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history. We cannot be stopped. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gaul. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
So be it, Eldex.
The remaining Vaadwaur have surrendered. What is your current situation?
We're in Gaul's command center, Admiral. Gaul is dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Not yet. Join me and we can investigate.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Would you contact them for me?
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Gabali, and now stopping the Vaadwaur, I think we were needed. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I hope we meet again.
Yeah, it was good serving with you, Captain Kim. Although you bitched and moaned all the way through the Gabali Prime mission.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gaul's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
But were they acting alone?
War is just a pointless waste of life. Usually for a political reason, it doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gaul was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
Indeed. Edicts.
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gaul and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gaul and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Goodbye, my friend.
I was responsible for the return of the Vaadwaur. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vaadwaur will do so as well.
7, you could not have known what would have happened.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Touré, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vaadwaur here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vaadwaur. Thank you.
You're welcome, 7. We couldn't have done this without you. I much appreciate this version of you than the piece of shit that was on Picard. Sir, I'm detecting unusual radiation emanating from that door. Let's investigate then, Commander. Strange device.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vaadwaur origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Acknowledged. Looks like we're done here, sir. Are you ready to beam up? Yes, Tamet. Interesting. Right, and with that, I believe we should be done. Next mission, of course. Missions are never done though. We have more missions to do. It tries hello an area it doesn't know. Contact the Alliance.
Congratulations! Your leadership during the assault on Vaadwaur Prime and the subsequent defeat of Gaul was inspired. With Gaul's defeat and the destruction of his fleet, we've secured the Delta Quadrant against a terrible threat. And I hope this is the last we see of the neural parasites and infected Vaadwaur. Perhaps even more importantly, we've united many species of the Delta Quadrant against a common enemy. This bodes well for future diplomatic negotiations and operations in the Delta Quadrant. They've worked together once, they can do it again. However, the discovery of this artifact concerns me. Admiral Tuvok is leading an analysis. I'll contact you once we have more information. Hello, would you have time?
So, with that, infected. Okay, so with that we are done, and we will be doing the mission What's Left Behind, which is, I'm sure he's going to probably going to end there. Jump in a second, are you, Commander? Want me to do an outro? No? Okay, he's not.
Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim.
He was waiting for me to say he wasn't, so I'll have to head to the Now Shadar system, which remarkably sounds like Now Shadar? Now Sedan. Now Shadar is Star Wars. Yeah. Yeah. What's my trailer for? I'll do my outro. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. I am the Big B82. This is the end of part 68. I will see you in part 69. Please subscribe. Comments are welcome. Also appreciate any thumbs up. And I will see you in part 69. What's left behind? Ciao for now.